Wizards, it's Kieran Ashhammer. I'm back for another episode of the Wizard101 Dual School walkthrough, and we're doing Fire and Storm. I'm glad you guys are here. I hope everybody's doing well. Obviously, since the last episode, we've got a new look, so let me just go over what has changed so you guys are totally 100% aware of everything that's going on with my character. So we hit level 22 last episode, which was great, which means we now have our first AoE spell. And if you're not familiar with that, that is the Meteor Strike, which is absolutely fantastic. We also picked up our big hitter spell for Storm, which is the Kraken. Oh yes, the Kraken! Okay, release the Kraken, and he's going to help us do some big hammering on some bosses. That's going to be absolutely fantastic here over the next little while. Okay? Also, guys, in between episodes, I went back to... what do you call that place? I went back to Colossus Boulevard because there is a witch there that goes ahead and will train certain things. And what I did is I went ahead and trained Reshuffle. That way I can throw this in my deck and keep a smaller deck. Okay, that way in case a fight goes longer, I can always hit Reshuffle and that'll be good. And I also picked up the Quench, which is a dispel on fire spells. I don't know if I'll actually use that. I tend not to use quenches. They tend to be very specific the way you use these as far as strategies go. And as a solo player, very hardly ever do I ever use a quench, but it's there if I ever need it. And there we go. So we are now all ready to go. I have a lot of the things I was missing that I like to have in my decks and everything. So we are ready to start going. Now, as far as gear goes, let's talk a little bit about gear. I went ahead and finished crafting the Marley Bone gear, which is the level 20 gear, and so now I have the Burning Hood of the Wind, which I kind of like it. Very stylish with the red. Okay, and I love that hat. This is like one of my favorite hats in the game. Then I also went ahead and got the Burning Coat of the Wind, which is okay. Not my favorite. What I really wish is I had like a fire emblem on the back or something. I wish it was more fiery. Right? Okay. And then I also went ahead and finished crafting the Burning Slippers of the Wind. Again, nothing to write home about. Now, you'll notice there's a lot of gear sitting in here. I haven't gotten rid of a lot of it because a lot of this is what we call stitch gear. And you're saying, what is stitch gear? Well, for instance, if we looked at this one, this is considered stitch gear because look at the intricate fire details in the hood. Okay. Let's see here. Maybe not that one. Let's see here. King's Cowl, check that out. That's for death. I need to put that in my shared bank for my death character. And so basically, here we go. The Storm one's a really good example of the Storm one right there. Okay. And that bears to mind, what types of colors we should start taking a look at our gear. Okay. There we go. See, that's another example of stitch gear. See all the intricate lines. Stitch gear is... well, it's considered gear that you'll find that's specific to a school that has particular designs in it that are very school focused. Like these are just Crocotopian stuff I need to sell. But here we go. Manu Scorching Shoes. See all the nice fire emblems put into it. This stuff is considered stitch gear because it has the extra insignia in it that is very school specific, which is nice. And you only get stitch gear as drops usually. Okay. Now, I'm not talking about gear that you would get through packs and stuff. This is gear that you would find as you're playing the game and as you're going through it and you're finding specific things. Okay. Very, very nice. Now, one of the things we might consider doing is we might consider our main colors. Like right now we have the red and the white. So I'm really just like a fire wizard. In fact, before we get too far into this, let's do this. Let's take a quick moment. Before we head off to Miss Connell, let's go ahead and pick out some colors that are going to mark our wizard. So we're going to mark this location right here, right now. We're going to go ahead and go home and let's head over to... Let's head over to Wizard City because I think it's time. We've been playing long enough that we need to go ahead and pick a color combination for our wizard. Because even though we're fire, we're really trying to play as a dual school wizard, And so let's go ahead and get a look for us that says dual school, or at least get some coloring. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if we come over here to the shopping district, there is the There is, I don't know what they call it. I guess it's the coloring shop, the paint shop. Yeah, the dye shopkeeper, okay? And so, for instance, yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we're going to be limited to certain things, okay? Now, certain gear we get later on, we're going to be able to really have much more control over the coloring. So we're going to have to watch. So we're going to watch for that, okay? But right now, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and leave it at that. Does that sound good? Okay, I believe so. Ooh. Okay. So let's head back and to Hyde Park. We're going to get back on with the adventure. Anyways, I was thinking I could color this like with a purple and a red, or maybe a combination like that, and we might be able to do that later on with some other gear. But for right now, I think we're going to be go ahead and sticking with just this at the moment. Okay, let's get back with the mission, Miss Conrail. Oh, stats-wise. So what does this do for our stats? I forgot to mention that. That's the last part. So at level 22, we don't have any training points because we use them to train those particular spells. We now have +9 damage, +3 damage for Storm, +3 on accuracy, +5 on Storm, which is actually really nice. And the other stat that's important right here is our power pips. We have now 29% increase on power pips. Now, one of the things we also want to be careful about is we also want to increase our, well, we need to, what would be really nice is to be able to get critical. Now, one way to get critical at this stage of the game is your pet. So I'm going to be looking to train a pet over the next few weeks, okay? I got to get some gold, so I got to save up some gold to do it. But that's what I want to do is I need to train a pet that's going to give me a critical strike, because that will definitely make a big difference in our fights, okay? So let's get after this with Miss Conrail.
Never get Baxter out of the old fraternity house. I know something he doesn't. If he's there, the big mugs haven't had a chance to get their claws into him. Great job, Wizard. We'll find him yet. Can't save Baxter if we can't get through the door. As it so happens, I know a few scoundrels who have the right tools. We can't give up on Baxter now. Defeat the hooligans around here and pick up some lockpicks. I won't tell a soul.
Okay, well, we're still after Baxter, so we're gonna go ahead and take down some of the lockpicks. Defeat hooligan lockpicks. They seem pretty far away. Too far away for that. Of course, I'm trying to find a quicker way to it. There we go. Lockpicks. I only want hooligan lockpicks. Okay, very good. Nice, 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 nice. So we got 2 of them. Perfect. Okay. And you know what? The best part is they're not fire, so... Okay, so let's go ahead and get these guys. Now, by the way, guys, I don't think I have any new subscribers since the last episode we have, but just quick shout-outs to the last couple subscribers, Romello and Roshan Robertson, as well as, let's see here, who else was a new... Isaac Gonzalez and Kevin, thank you, guys, and Rules World's Michael, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate it. Okay, so goal today. Well, we need to get Baxter, and hopefully we'll finish up with Hyde Park today. That's what we want to do, and that's what we're shooting for. Very nice, very nice. Now, again, if you're just joining the stream, or should we say if you're just joining the episode, the rules behind the dual school walkthrough is that we're playing it with only main quest lines. We only spent crowns on 2 things, which was our mount and getting the amulet. Okay. And what the goal is to play the game, basically, okay. Basically, as if we were playing, sorry about that, totally messed my rhythm up. Basically, the whole idea is to play the game, you know, like that as a dual school wizard, you know, without any of the extras. Like, for instance, we're not going after the super awesome gear that you can get at level 30, level 60, level 100, and level 130. Okay, we're not going to be focused on that gear. We'll be focused on dual school gear that we can get within the game, not any crowns gear. We're not looking for packs, unless it's packs we can get through the loyalty school. I mean, through the loyalty rewards, which I think is perfectly good, because if you're paying membership, you'll get a few packs every couple months, basically based upon the loyalty store, which I think is pretty awesome. I really like the fact that they added that into the game. Okay, now, as long as I don't fizz, I think this is over. Ooh, almost over. Oh yeah, she's finishing off. She must be Myth. How funny. I like her style. Very good. She has a nice stitch. And there we go. Did we get all the hooligans we need to get? Let's see here. Yes, let's go ahead and talk to Miss Connell. Well, I'll take that gold wisp if she doesn't. All 15 of it. That's one thing I wish that they would adjust. I wish they would adjust the gold levels up a little bit more than they are. You know, especially since, you know, well, gold.
You managed it, did you? Regular lot of convicts with all these lockpicks, aren't they? No time to muck around. Take these lockpicks to the Hyde Fraternity House in the upper left-hand corner of your map. Find Baxter before the O'Learys know we found him. Go quickly.
Okay, let's go get Baxter. Luckily enough, there is actually a teleport there, so this saves us a little bit of time. Very, very nice. Now, did it take me a long time to craft this outfit? Because if you remember last episode, I was just in the process of collecting everything. Here's what I found that was difficult, that I had to think out of the box to craft.
Ow! I'm being kidnapped! Don't let the metal men take me!
You will not have this one, Wizard. We must return with him to our master. Resistance is futile.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and clear our deck of extra things. Yeah, we're not going to use that. Let's be honest. Yeah, okay, we'll go for it. Okay. 2 gearheads. So, when crafting this, here's a couple things I ran across. Like, if you're doing this with me, and this is like your first wizard, one of the things that you want to be aware of, guys, is that when you're crafting level 20 gear, you have to have the equipment crafting bench. Yes, the equipment crafting bench, which you can buy in. Guess what? Mushu, okay? Which I think is kind of like, that's not right, you know? Okay. These guys are scoundrels. We're just going to have to play their game. Okay, so what does that mean to you? Well, that means you have to find an equipment crafting bench. Now, I was lucky to get one in the bazaar, so that's one place you can get it. You could always ask somebody to take you over to Mushu, get you into that entry district, and then just go ahead and buy one. That's always an option. Okay. So that's one option, but you do need an equipment crafting bench because a basic crafting bench will not allow you to craft this outfit. Okay, so that's something to be aware of. Another thing you can do if you're wanting to play a wizard like this, you could always have a second wizard craft your first, or have another wizard on the account that might be higher level craft the stuff for you. I've done that before on another account, but I want to do it with just this wizard. So are there ways around trying to get that specific gear for what you need? Why, yes, there is. There absolutely is. Okay, we need to make sure that this guy is gone, so we're going to go ahead and hit him up. Okay, good. That's going to work. See, I didn't think that was going to kill him, So that's one thing to be aware of. Level 20 gear, you have to have an equipment crafting bench to craft this equipment. So just be aware of that, guys. And I had to do some thinking around to do it, but I did make a workaround that I thought was pretty effective to get that bench. Okay, now this guy would be a good guy to use the storm, use one of my storm spells on, but he's a storm character, so he's going to have resist, so we're just going to have to go a different route with that. Ooh, he still has a lot of health. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A Heckhound will probably be a good option. Good. As long as he keeps fizzing. Very, very good. Okay. Okay, now that's going to do some big damage to him. So let's go ahead and keep adding some of that big damage. Yeah, check it out. Nice. Oh, he might kill me. Nope. Thank goodness for the unreliability of storm spells. And there we go. Might as well do some healing, right? Excellent.
Please don't let him take me. No!
No. Okay. They still took Baxter and got out of there. Oh, look at that. That is one of those storylines. I know that goes to a quest somewhere. That's what's great about the first section of the game is there's all those little lore areas. So if you really enjoy the lore of the game, those are great side quests to check out.
They took Baxter. Well, I know you did all you could. Maybe there is still hope. Tell Mr. Bones that the clockwork has Baxter. Maybe he can sort the whole thing out. Best of luck, Wizard.
Okay, let's go back to Sherlock Bones. Probably the quickest way is to go to Regent Square. As opposed to, like, the whole, you know what I'm talking about. They'll both take a few minutes, but that's fine. Okay, so very good. So Baxter is now out of our reach. He's not in Hyde Park anymore, so let's go talk to Old Bones. And let's see where we're at there. Here he is.
A clockwork kidnapped Baxter? It would seem that we have touched a nerve with them, and they are becoming bold. But all is not lost. I've heard rumors about those metal men lurking over by Chelsea Tower. The game is still afoot, my friend. We have much work to do. If we are to locate Baxter, we must call upon Miss Marfley over in Chelsea Court. She keeps an eye on that neighborhood and knows what goes on over there. I have heard her speak of those clockworks by the Chelsea Tower. Seek her out at once.
Okay, so we're heading over to Chelsea Court. Very good. Hey, it looks like we're about to go to level 23. Level 25 is the next level in which we're going to be able to upgrade our wands and we're going to take a minute to take a look at the area as we fly, because we didn't do this last time. But it's pretty cool the way it'll take you around, and you'll get to see the way you'll get to see the rooftops and everything. I don't think I did this in Krokotopia, and it's worth doing at least once, although we're kind of on the wrong side of this thing to really get a good view of it. But yeah, he's taking us over to the right set of rooftops right now. You know, Marleybone is a really, really cool area. And if you like the whole idea of Marleybone, you should play some Pirate 101, because that version of Marleybone is incredible. It takes it to a whole nother level. Okay, there's Miss Marfley. Let's talk to her.
I'm honored that Mr. Bones sent you to me on such important business in this time of crisis.
Miss Marfley smiles with an amused twinkle in her eye.
I certainly expected he would not perform the honor himself. If your man was taken by a clockwork, the solution is quite simple. Go look inside the clock tower.
Well, let's go look inside the clock tower. And the clock tower is right here, so let's see here. Hi, Ernest. We zip it around here, and...
Eyes peer through a hole in the door, and a voice issues from inside. Password? No password, no entry.
Okay, so we need a password. Okay, let's go back and talk to Miss Marfley. Balloon car, that's where we're going.
Password? Curious. This may require more effort than I thought. A gentleman with unsavory friends owes me a favor. His world insists on a show of power, so I must leave that to you. Find William Pugsby by Chelsea Tower. Tell him I sent you, and he'll help you with the password.
Sounds good. Let's go find Pugsley. Ooh, and I'm now leveled up. Fantastic. Level 23. Okay, so it looks like Pugsley's over in this direction. Ooh, recipe vendors. I believe this guy is the guy that has all the Yeah, all the balance gear. Okay, so if you're a balanced wizard, well, no, why? Okay, maybe it's life. Oh, maybe not. Yes, this is life, okay? Notice that these are all combinations with life. So that's very cool, very cool. So if you're a life wizard trying to do a dual school thing, that would be your guy. Okay, let's talk to William.
All right, you may be a wizard, but I don't talk to just anyone. But if Ms. Marfley sent you, I'll hear you out. You want to get into the tower, do you? Shakes O'Leary changes the blasted password whenever he pleases. Sure, I associate with O'Leary's, but I'm as decent as they come. That Shakes is a right loon. Defeat Shakes at his hideout at the street, and he won't change the password out from under you.
Okay, let's go ahead and take on Shakes O'Leary. I think there might be a quicker way to that than like walking all the way over there. To Shakes Clock Tower. Yes, like that. Okay, guys. Shakes O'Leary. Boss time. Let's see what we can do about this. So if you noticed, I don't know, if you've been playing Wizard for a long time, you notice if you just focus on the main quest, you can move through pretty quickly. You know, I mean, considering that we're only doing a couple episodes a week, we're moving fast.
Okay. Say hello to my little friend Bruiser.
Oh, okay. Bruiser. Let's take him down. Oh, look, there's an obsidian chest. There's a quest for that later on that you might find intriguing. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get this ship going. Wow. Just not getting any of the good stuff here. This is why you need to get rid of one of them early on, because taking 2 hits at a time every round can be pretty brutal. Okay. We're going to go for a big hit right away. And since he's Myth, we get an extra boost on him because Storm boosts on Myth. Oh, yes, almost defeated him. Okay. $88? Ugh. Okay, we're going to have to, like, hold out for one more round. Let's see what they do. Let's see what he does. 2 pips. Ooh. Okay, this is a good call. This was a good call. Luckily enough, we got first attack, so. Ah. Okay, as long as the bruiser doesn't kill me, I think we've got this. As long as he doesn't throw up any tower shields. That's the best part, is we haven't had a lot of tower shields so far. Now in Mushu, the ice guys love to throw up tower shields. Tower shields and weaknesses, so be prepared for that. I mean, these guys have already started to throw up weaknesses and everything, which is kind of annoying. Those are the things that weaken your attacks. Ooh, that's not so good. We might not survive this. Oh. Aye, that was much bigger than I was hoping it would be. Okay, guys, this is it. If we can't get him now, we're done. Ha-ha! Success and victory is ours. Okay, we have defeated Shakes O'Leary. Fantastic. Let's head back and talk to William Pugsley. Boy, that was pretty close, guys, I have to say. Oh, Pugsby, not Pugsley. Pugsby. Because he's a pug?
Brilliant. With Shakes gone, no one can change the password. Bad luck he didn't have it on him. Shakes would have sent out the last password to the big muckers. That's not me, I'm decent. I wager Timmy Icepick has the password. Let's just say you don't want him to reach the clock tower before you. Defeat Timmy Icepick at the opposite end of the neighborhood. He'll have your password.
Awesome. And with that, guys, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today's episode. So once again, this is Kieran Ashhammer for the Dual School walkthrough, Fire and Storm. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a great time with you. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and support the channel. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.